Before you go to sleep, I just want to ask you a question. How do you define influence? In your mind, what does influence mean? How do you define inspiration? How do you define someone who says something, does something with you or for you, arranges something, and it ends up having a huge effect on your life? How do you define it? We are dealing with a generation, and I'm trying to relate and be relatable to everybody imaginable. It doesn't matter where I live and what's in my account. I got common sense. So the common man, including me, these are things that we talk about, think about, but most of us are just trying to figure out how does it all make sense. It's very simple. You, in your mind, which is an insecurity, you think that if you're not famous, if you don't have money in your bank account, if you don't have and possess materialistic things that are as big and grand as other people that you may see on television, you can't change anybody's life. I ain't got shit. What could I possibly do for you? How many of y'all have actually said that? How many of y'all have allowed your bank account to determine what you could actually do for people or not? How many of y'all? Your computer, Meek. Let's just make it, yeah. How many of y'all could actually say that? How many of y'all have already decided that you ain't shit because you're not famous? How many of y'all have decided, I ain't shit, I can't change anybody's life or make a difference in anybody's life because I can't pay anybody's bills because I'm barely paying my bills. I can't donate to charity because I don't have any money to donate to charity. And normally when people get press and PR and any type of notoriety over what they're doing, it's normally associated to them cutting a check and spending money to give back and make a difference. And those are the people that are popular, who tend to become popular over the things that they do on behalf of others. I may have been one of maybe 3 or 4 celebrities or entertainers who walked on Hollywood Boulevard the other day when we were marching on behalf of humanity. But I must remind you that there have been way more common men and women, multi-ethnic and multinationalities around the country and in certain parts of the world that have been marching, rallying, holding up signs, trying to make a difference and send a message that we are not going to stand up for police brutality, excessive force, having police officers to murder innocent people, and for those people that are doing wrong, just using their power in an abusive way. We are not going to stand for it. There has not been 20, 30, 40,000 celebrities out there marching. There has been regular people, the common man and the common woman, who may live in the suburbs, who may have all the money in the world in their pocket, but just like you and me, we have a problem with what's going on, so we're actually going to stop talking, writing comments and shit on the internet about everything you're seeing on TV, strap up our boots, get in the streets, and do something to make a difference. Here's the other thing. No one famous ever changed my life when I was in Watts. It was always someone who decided that whether they had money or not, if you got problems, issues, and dysfunction on your mind, I want to be there for you, to mentor you, to motivate you and inspire you and help you to get through. Because I know everything is fucked up in your life right now. There's a lot of young teenage girls, young ladies that are dealing with the emotions of an abortion or losing a child that was on the way. There's psychological and mental and stress and spiritual distress from divorces and relationships that fall apart. marriages. There's people that had great jobs that ended up losing their homes and their cars and seeing their families and marriages literally fall apart right in front of them. Fame can't change your circumstances or help you to mentally, spiritually, and emotionally compartmentalize everything to figure out, how do I get from here to where I want to be? How do I process and mature and learn and grow from all of these life-changing, dysfunctional situations? It takes a common man like you or a common woman like you, not famous, no money in your account, and not all the materialistic possessions that you think you need to have in order to change a life. How many teenagers out there don't have a big brother, a father, a big sister, a mother, an auntie to protect them, give them insight and information to keep them inspired and motivated to stay in school when they got all the reasons to quit and give up on school? How many regular people care enough to have a conversation? You think you got to be famous to stop young teenagers from committing suicide? You think you got to be famous to make this little girl understand the psychological trauma of an abortion, or dealing with a father or uncle or somebody who molested her, and she felt like she's been violated and she has to carry this with her every single day, and it makes her not want to live? Stop giving so much power to money and fame. You got the power, wisdom, and insight, and more importantly, you've been through some stuff in your life to be able to talk to people about it and make a difference. I came here to tell y'all this. I came here to tell y'all, stop focusing on what's on television. Most of these celebrities do these music videos, and they got all these video vixens and models and girls and cars and everything in they fucking videos, and I've done them myself. But in most cases, it ain't ours. It's not real. So you desire smoke, but when the smoke clears, it's nothing there. All the videos, the girls, they jump on a bus. They got paid to work on the video that day and they leave. They got guys that work in jury departments and work at jewelry stores, and they want their jewelry to be featured in music videos. So they show up and you pay them a fee. They put all this jewelry on you, and then they go home and they take their jewelry back. And they just ask you, can you shout me out on Instagram for letting us use our Bugattis and cars in the videos? All the models, they get paid fees to be on these videos and they leave. So they make you think that it's an actual life and lifestyle that they live, but it's not real. So you're influenced. You're giving all the power and energy to these fake facades. And you want it. You desire it. But none of this shit has ever changed my life. The people that have changed my life, for real, are regular people just like you that became a big brother, a father figure when I didn't have one, became my mama when my mother was off drinking for 27 years, a full-on alcoholic. She wasn't in her right mind state to properly raise me. So I relied on the strength of other women to help raise me. It was always that regular man and that regular woman